Hi folks, my name's Chuck Newt, and I'm with Winking Pig Barbecue, and today you're watching a new episode of Chuck's a Cookin'. And today we are going to actually do some barbecue here on the Winking Pig, and we're going to do some full slab spare ribs that I'm going to break down into St. Louis style ribs for you. And I just want to show you how I'm going to prep these ribs real quick. It doesn't take too long. Probably the hardest part is getting the membrane off there. And then we're going to go ahead and cut off the rib tips off the ends of the ribs there, and then we'll take them on out to the smoker here. And so let's get turned around. By the way, this is dedicated to my son Chase. He's my big rib loving buddy. He will eat ribs over any other type of barbecue, hands down. And I think I'll put in a little picture here of Chase from his 5th or 6th birthday, and you'll see how much he loves his ribs. And so let's get turned around and show you where we're going with this. Okay, so what I've got here is a full package of spare ribs straight from the grocery store, and those are about 5 3/4 pounds of spare ribs here. Now I've gone ahead and I have cut the corner off of this, and I drained the package of most all the juices and everything that were in there. And so what I do is to take my boning knife here. I just open this package up kind of along the seams here. Right like that, and then I will just work on it right here on this plastic, and not worry about having a lot of cleanup here. And I will actually even take, if I'm going to not use my ribs for a couple hours while I go start the smoker or whatever, I will actually just fold this back up and go at it like that. Now, and the first thing you got here, you got some fat stuff here, and you got this skirt that we're going to take off. Got my old hickory boning knife here. It's good and sharp. We're going to take that skirt right off there. Now, I will actually go ahead and smoke this skirt, or I could put it in a bag, put it in the freezer, and I could use it for sausage or something like that. But I'll smoke it a lot of times, and what I'll do is I'll just put it into some baked beans or something like that when I go to make baked beans. Now this thing's got some membrane on it too, and I'm going to go ahead and strip that off of there. I got some gloves sitting right there, and I don't have no clue why I didn't put them on. But since I got my hands in it already, I'm not going to worry about it. So there's that. Like I said, we got some fat, just plain fat on here. It's not going to do us any good, so we'll set that off to the side. We're just cleaning them up a little bit. Now, a lot of times when you get your ribs, you see where somebody has kind of trimmed that off, but a lot of times it'll have like a rounded end on here, and those would be trimmed off when you got them. So now I'm going to kind of get up under this membrane here. If I need it, I got my paper towels right there. And Use that to get a handhold on.
That part came off pretty easy. And then I got to go down here in the corner where it wanted to rip on me here. Maybe I can come from here, take it back the other way. Or not. Sometimes they cooperate real easy, and other times, not so easy. I just got this last little bit, like right over the top of that one rib. There we go.
There. Done. So now what we want to do is we want to take our spare ribs, and this is kind of like a breastbone kind of a thing right here that's in there, and we're going to cut those right along those ribs, the ends of them. There's kind of a joint right there that you gotta find.
And sometimes this is easier done, or easier said than done as well. Alright.
There we go. There is your St. Louis style ribs. Now then, if you're going to do this for competition, you might want to cut some of this off right down through here, maybe kind of square them up a little bit. That side already was kind of squared off from the butcher. Somebody ran through the, there's a little bone right here, somebody ran that through the saw. That little bone just cook out of there anyhow when we're smoking it. So no loss. And you don't want this flap on there. That's just gonna burn and not do anything. So there are our St. Louis style ribs with our rib tips right there. Take that off as well. And you can see that's a whole lot of meat there that you don't really want to throw that away. I certainly don't. And around here, we eat it. There we go. Now, I've got a rub here. I'll go ahead and my gloves on now. Maybe a little late. I've got some Weber chicken and rib rub here. And I've tried that before and it's pretty good.
Give it a good shot here. Flip them over.
There we go. That's got them pretty well. Pretty well seasoned, I think. Now then, we are going to go ahead and I'll lay that over there, just like that. And these are ready to take out to the smoker. I've got another rack that I'm going to go ahead and take care of while I'm not going to record that, but I'm going to go ahead and take care of them, and then we'll take these out to the smoker and get on it. Alright folks, so we've got our ribs in the smoker here, and you can see that we're up above 200 degrees with it again. After I open it up and stuck them in there and drop the temperature. There's that little bit of skirt. Got our ribs and tips in here. Got some fire going on over there. There we go. Got some fire going on. Both back that out a little bit now. There we go. We got our fire with some wood and some charcoal going in here. And right now I just checked and it's 32 degrees out here. So it's windy and we're gonna burn up some fuel here. That's another reason for going back out. There we go. There we go. So here in a little bit, we will have us some ribs. Okay, so our ribs have been on here for a little over an hour, and you can see I got my temperature up to about 243. With the offset smoker, your temperature is going to fluctuate, and I'm going to try to keep it between 225 and 275. Now then, in order to do that on a nice cold day, I have actually got a old blanket laying on top of my smoker here to help insulate it from the cold. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. And so the ribs have been on here for an hour now. I'll pull that blanket off. Set it off to the side there. And they're starting to look pretty good. I'm going to give them a good spray. I got cranberry juice. So, and then I'm going to take and I'm going to rearrange them a little bit here and just kind of flip them from end to end because we got the fire down here, and we want to put, you know, just switch them around and spread the love, kind of put the ones that are down on this end down towards the fire and even things out. And so we'll do that and be back in a little bit. Give them another spray down. Alright guys, we are back at it again. It's been another hour. So we're going to uncover the smoker here. That blanket actually is working pretty good with it. Ooh, those are looking good too. So we're going to give them another spray down here like that. And then we're going to go ahead and flip them around, check our fire. I think maybe I need to put a little more something on there. We're going to go for another hour yet before we pull them off of here. It's got to be 3 hours total. Alright, so that's before we put them in the oven now. That doesn't mean total altogether. 3 hours on the smoker, on smoke. There we go. I'll get these shuffled around here and we'll be back at it in a little bit. Alright folks, well look at those ribs. They are looking really good now. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull those off. We're going to put them in this foil pan that we got here. There you go. Starting to crack open a little bit there. That's a good sign. We're going to put these in this pan, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the remainder of my cranberry juice and I'm going to put that right down in the bottom, like so, and probably put another cup or so in, and then I'm going to take it in here and put it into the oven at 250 degrees for a while. And we will be back in a little bit inside. Alright folks, we are going to pull our ribs out of this pan now. They have been in the oven for 3 hours. Got to be careful not to let the steam burn me here. They've been out just for a few minutes, so maybe the steam won't be so bad. There you go, you see steam coming out. Oh yeah, looking pretty good. So we're going to let these rest for an hour. Let's see where we're going to pull these out. Set them over here on the foil. Oh yes. Ouch. Hot. Hot, I tell you. And they're kind of falling apart on me. Close to. Let me grab another pair of tongs. There we go. As you can see, the bone is falling out of that. Now, I'm going to wrap these for an hour. Then we'll come take another look. Let the meat kind of absorb some moisture back in, and let the meat kind of firm back up again after being in the moisture for so long. So we'll be back in an hour. Okay folks, so we've just taken this out of the oven, and we're getting ready to kind of break these up a little bit. Now normally I would not have put them in the oven at all. I would still put them in, either wrap them in foil like I did here, or put them in one of those foil pans so that I can steam them for a little while to finish them off. And as you can see, it doesn't take much at all to break them apart. I'm very happy with the way these ribs turned out. And now this one here, this set here, I'm grabbing a foil pan because those are going to my son, and I hope he likes them. I thought they turned out great, and so we'll just plop those into here, and I'm gonna put these in here on the one side because I end up putting some of the rib tips in here with this, and some barbecue sauce as well. So there we go, got them off onto the one side, and we'll take back into this other set of ribs here as soon as we get back over here. Now, for some reason, this set of ribs did not quite fall apart the way the first set did, but still very tender, and absolutely takes nothing to go through with this cleaver that I've got here. I have no clue where I was going with that one. That was going to be my taste tester here in just a minute, and we'll come back at that one here in just a moment. Wrap these up for personal storage here because these are my own personal this is my own personal rack of ribs. Put a little sauce on the top here. Some of my Chuck's decidedly different barbecue sauce that I make for myself, or make myself, not for myself. I have gallons of the stuff around here. I would be internally swimming in barbecue sauce. Alright, so we're done. So let's switch back over to a regular microphone. Okay folks, well I messed up and I'm going to have to go back and voice over the last scene there because I had my microphone right here, my little microphone all plugged into the camera, but I did not have it turned on. I have to turn the battery on for the microphone, and I forgot to do that, and so I had no sound in it. I recorded it real nice, but I had no sound. But at any rate, so we got these ribs done, and it's time for me to give it the taste test here and see how we did. There you go, folks. Good bite out of it. Yum, yum. That's what I like. There we go, folks. Ribs aren't hard. Just takes some time, some low and slow, and tender loving care. Folks, we thank you. Do me a favor, down here at the bottom, hit like and subscribe, and stay tuned. There's always more to come. Thanks for watching.